the center of all love I stand, and from that center I, the soul, will outward move. From that center I, the one who serves, will work. May the love of the divine self be shed abroad in my heart, through my group and throughout the world. May the love of the divine self be shed abroad in my heart, through my group and throughout the world. As
Good morning, everyone, and this is Michael. We are working with the meditation to attract financial resources for the work related to the hierarchy, for hierarchical work. Well, we certainly attempt to assist with that kind of work because it is so important at the present time, and will be for the entire transition period. Once the hierarchy is with us, and once the Christ has reappeared, our task will be other than to prepare for the emergence. But it will still be cooperative work, and it will still require, so it seems at least, financial resources, whatever form those resources may take in the future. I'd like to always begin these days with our mantra number 2, our great invocation number 2, because we are in the midst of, well, even not quite so subtle attack again of the forces of materialism, who are doing everything they can to prevent the proper emergence of the hierarchy and the great Lord. They're trying to delay that in whatever way they possibly can. And we have to stand in such a way that their efforts at least will not affect humanity to the degree it otherwise might. cooperating and working as members of the new group of world servers. So every day when I do these broadcasts, or when Tuya does, we will be using, at least until the election day and in the probably chaotic aftermath of the American election, this particular great invocation. We know that things are being planned which are really against democracy. And if the United States fails in this battle for the democratic spirit, it will have worldwide repercussions. So, let us concentrate and earnestly invoke these great spiritual powers who have been working behind the scenes to save the situation during the Second World War in a powerful way, which really, I think, saved the good within humanity. And now again, let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to the sons of men. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, O Mighty One. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with massed intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth. The end of woe has come. Come forth, O Mighty One. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, O Mighty One. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, O Mighty One, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end. We've heard of the guardian wall, have we not? And we are, in our own little way, part of creating that wall so that humanity may not fall victim to the predations of the lords of materialism. That's the way of the past. It no longer serves. So, I'd like to read a little bit from Discipleship in the New Age. And these, of course, are words of the Tibetan, and therefore carry the weight that the words of a master can carry. So let's take a look at this. Pages 271 and 272 in Discipleship, Volume 1. And I think he's writing to, I believe it's Foster Bailey, who had a lot of financial, legal responsibility in the original Alice Bailey group. This whole question of money is one of the greatest difficulty at this time, and also one of the utmost simplicity. The difficulty is due to the wrong thoughts, which for generations, has been brought to bear upon the problem, leading to wrong attitudes, even among the most devoted disciples. We can ponder that one. Obviously, the correct attitude is something we have to learn about and apply. The attitude of humanity has been colored by greed, by grasping for the lower self, by jealousy, by material desire. These are somewhat scorpionic, Cancerian qualities, and by the heartbreaking need for it, which in its turn is the result of these wrong attitudes. These wrong attitudes lead to the disastrous economic conditions which we find all around us. Now remember, this is written in the 1930s, actually. They are effects of causes which are initiated by man himself. The responsibility rests with us, does it not? In the regeneration of money and in the changing of man's attitude to it will eventually come world release. And that is an important statement. In the regeneration of money and in the changing of man's attitude to it will eventually come world release. If this cannot take place, then some dire condition will arise. Money as we know it will vanish off the earth, and the situation will have to be met in some other way. Let us hope that this will not be needed, but that it will be possible to change the thought of humanity where money is concerned, so that it will be regarded as a great spiritual asset, as a definite spiritual responsibility, and as a means to real world work. So, again, I'm rather outlining these or highlighting these things because they are part of some very potent writings that are frequently used by the Lucis Trust and are brought forward when we want to understand the situation. The custodians of money will then shoulder their responsibility without fear and with due understanding. At present, they hold on to it through fear of the future and distrust of each other. The key to the right expenditure of money and to its correct use can be summed up in the following statement, to which I would ask all of you to pay attention. And what's coming here is a most important statement. As money has in the past ministered to personal and family need, so in the future it must minister to group and world need. Yes, I want to, highlight these points. Each unit has in the past attempted to act as a magnet to attract to itself that which will meet what it regards as its need, using personal activity and labor, if of no influence or education, and financial manipulation, where that was possible. Groups in the future must act as magnets. They must see to it that they are animated by the spirit, a spirit of love. I give you a thought here which is capable of much expansion. And here is the powerful sentence: need, love, and magnetic power are the three things which, consciously or unconsciously, attract money. Need, love, and magnetic power are the three things which, consciously or unconsciously, attract money. But they must all manifest at once. The need in the past has not always been real, though it has been felt. Such is the world glamour and illusion. The love has been selfish or unreal. The demand for things material has been for that which is not necessary to health or happiness. The magnetic force utilized has been, therefore, wrongly motivated. And this process, carried forward over so long a time, has led to the present dire financial situation in the world. Well, this is a paragraph that can be carefully studied. Need, love, and magnetic power. And we, of course, in this meditation always think of our own relationship with money and whether it is being properly used. All right. Now we will go on with the meditation with those potent thoughts in mind. Dina 1, page 271 and 272, and we can review those at our leisure. If we always leave it to someone else, you know, it won't get done. When the need is seen and understood and the love strong enough, the magnetic power will result. It is, after all, our responsibility. So we begin with reviewing the occult law. To those who give shall be given. So that they can give again. And to those who give all is given. This the members of the spiritual hierarchy know and understand. So we achieve a positive and intended personality quietness, and we formulate clearly to ourselves and in our own words the answers to the following questions. If money is one of the most important things needed today for spiritual work, what is the factor which is at present deflecting it away from the work of the hierarchy? We ponder for a few moments. What is my personal attitude towards money? Do I regard it as a great and possible spiritual asset, or do I think of it in material terms? What is my personal responsibility in regard to money which passes through my hands? Am I handling it as a disciple of the Masters should handle it? When we deal with the Hydra, the second head deals with the misuse of money, and it is a gigantic clamor. Does this Hydra head have any power, do you think, over us? Power over you, power over me? Sometimes it seems very closely related to the hydra head of fear. There are many who suffer under the fear, whether real or imaginary, of the lack of money to meet their needs. And what goes astray when we suffer under this hydra head? What is not accomplished that should be accomplished? We have to remember that there is something called the divine circulatory flow. It has to do with all kinds of energies, but also the circulation of money for divine purposes, to fulfill that which is the good, the beautiful, and the true. And the age of Aquarius will be the age of circulation. And the many will be touched, hopefully for good, but also it can work the other way. But it can be an age of financial adjustment and the right designation of the creative power of money to meet real human need and for the purposes of upliftment. So let us ponder on the redemption of humanity through the right use of money. We can visualize money as it is in the world today, concretized energy, used largely for purely material purposes, and for the satisfaction, where the individual is concerned, of purely personal desires. We have really to learn what is the essential, what is redemptive, for humanity and spend money accordingly. And therefore we can visualize money as a great stream of flowing golden substance, passing out of the control of the forces of materialism and into the control of the forces of light. We might say money for ashramic objectives, all 7 of them, every one necessary, every one needing to be financed. And then we say the following invocative prayer with focused mental concentration and from a heartfelt desire to meet spiritual demands. O Thou, in whom we live and move and have our being, the power that can make all things new, turn to spiritual purposes the money in the world. Touch the hearts of men everywhere so that they may give to the work of the hierarchy that which has hitherto been given to material satisfaction. The new group of world servers needs money in large quantities. I ask that the needed vast sums may be made available. May this potent energy of thine be in the hands of the forces of light. And then we visualize the work to be done by those groups or projects which claim our present allegiance. Any group which you know is attempting to carry out the hierarchical plan. through the creative imagination and by an act of the will, see untold and unlimited sums of money pouring into the hands of those who seek to do the Master's work. And then we say aloud, with conviction and emphasis, "He for whom the whole world waits has said that whatsoever shall be asked in his name, and with faith in the response, will see it accomplished." And we remember that faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. Indeed, the new world is on its way, and we can touch its reality through faith, and even more esoterically, through light. Now, ask the needed money for, and you decide what you will name in your request. I ask the needed money for, and I can demand it because from the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. We prepare to offer what we have saved or intended to the Christ and to his hierarchy. We know the world can change. The pattern of the good, the beautiful, and the true can manifest. So let us say, as if gathered at the feet of the Avatar of Love, We have gathered in your name, Lord Maitreya. Be with us. And in our imagination we offer now to him the money we have saved or intended to offer. And the time. It is said time is money, and when we can offer our time as well, we can do much to promote the divine plan. So we close with a careful consideration of our own responsibility to the plan. We plan our financial cooperation with hierarchy, our temporal cooperation with hierarchy, the Tibetan tells us, be practical and realistic, and know that if you do not give, you may not ask, for you have no right to evoke that which you do not share. We attempt to feel true love sweeping through us. And we have the fixed intention to express this love to all whom we may contact. It is the great attractive and selfless agent in world affairs. We are looking for the enhanced welfare of every member of the human race, even though that may involve at first adjustment and difficulty to correct old habits which do not lead to the goal. And so we attempt to set an example where it comes to the right use of financial resources, so that the great transformation which hierarchy intends for humanity, which the Christ intends for humanity, can indeed manifest as soon as possible and in the right way. And we close sounding the Om 3 times, precipitating love wisdom into the worlds of the threefold personality. Thank you, friends, for being with us. And we will continue next week. It's the week of the new moon. And we will have work connected with the Esoteric United Nations, as well as a particular new moon meditation, which notes the connection of the power of the new moon with Shambhala. So you will be sent the weekly schedule. I'm not sure, maybe you have it already. And we look forward to your presence. All of us on the communications team are happy to work with you, to work consistently as much as possible, so that we can provide a real energy, a real force to help with the great project, the externalization of the hierarchy and the reappearance of the Christ. And we will close with the great invocation number 1. Let the forces of light bring illumination to mankind.